Hello everyone, welcome to Veera's class. Today we are going to see the basics of control system. So this is unit 1 and we are going to see what is system, what is a control system, what is open loop, closed loop system, and some of the other components like mechanical translational system, rotational translation system, all those things. So we'll start with the system. So first, what is a system? Is when we are going to join a number of components or elements in a sequence to perform a specific function, it is called a system. So when I mean components, what it is meaning is when you are going to consider a component, it has a separate output, like what we called for a computer system. Computer system is made up of monitor, printer, keyboard, mouse, a player, everything. So each and every component has different output, and each and every component can be connected separately to get that output. But here our objective is to create a computer system. So we have connected everything to create one common object. So such kind of combinations of elements to perform a specific function, it's called a system. So here when we move to what is control system is, you are going to have a system and you are going to control the system by using some other mechanism, some other input quantity or a controller, such a way that becomes a control system. So we have the output quantity is called as controlled variable and the input quantity will be called as command signal. So when we go for control system, we separate the system into two types, open loop and closed loop system. What is a open loop system is when you are going to give us input to a system, the system is going to give an output. So the output is directly dependent on the input. So whatever the input is given, based on the input, the process will be done in the system and the output will be obtained. So when there is a change in the input, the output will vary. So here what is a major disadvantage in open loop system is we cannot get a proper range of output because we are not allowing to change this input. Input is completely given by the consumer or the user, so he cannot be instructed to give a range of inputs. So in open loop system you cannot change the variation in the output. So any physical system, it does not automatically correct the variation. So what it means is when the input is given, it's going to give the output. So it's going to give an output and it's not going to vary the output according to the range which is needed. So there are certain problems in this when this open loop system is going to be given. If there is going to be any external components such as environmental components or any other systems, that's going to affect its output. So such a condition, the output changes in output cannot be corrected. Those errors will happen at the output and we have to manage with this. Yes, the output errors can be corrected only by manually changing the input. So when we go to the second type, closed loop system, the disadvantages of the open loop system has been overcome by using a closed loop system. How it is overcome? What are the disadvantages of an open loop system? When there is an error, the error cannot be corrected. So when the error happened, it has happened, and if you want to correct it in the next case, you have to change the input. So since the input is given by the user, you cannot ask him to change the input. You have to do it automatically at the background. So here in the open loop system, the correction of output has not been possible. So we go for closed loop system, which has a specific mechanism called a feedback. By using a feedback, it can change the output according to the need. So here, based on the diagram given, here the input is given, the input is transformed to the controller. From the controller it gives the open loop system and it is an output. You can see clearly from the output there is a backward arrow mark, that's going to be a feedback which is given to the input directly. So when the first input is given, the value of feedback is 0. So when the first input is given, the value of feedback is 0, it is given to the controller and based on the input given, we will get the output. But when the second input is given, the first output will be given as feedback and it will be added to the second input and you will have a modified input that is being given to the controller. From the controller it is given to the open loop system. So what is the major advantage here is when you want to get perfect range of output it can be obtained by using closed loop system. So when a user is being asked to give an input, you will not be restrained to give a set of values. You can give whatever you want, and based on the feedback we are assuming, we can change according to the range we need. So here the open loop system disadvantages can be overcome by this, and these kind of closed loop system is always called automatic control system. And there are two types of control closed loop control system based on the feedback given. So the feedback given is either it may be a positive feedback or a negative feedback. So here the positive feedback and the negative feedback, it's based on the need of the output range. What is the range that has to be kept at the output? We'll either go positive feedback or a negative feedback. Most prominently we always go for negative feedback. So here the feedback signal is proportional to the output signal, and it is fed to the error detector. Here the error detector is this the cross mark which is given after the input. So that is the error detector which is going to detect the error, and it's going to be corrected at the output. So this is open loop and closed loop system. So if you like this video, kindly share it with your friends, and subscribe the channel, and click the bell icon to get constant updates. Thank you.